What's cracking, everybody? How's it going? This is going to be the ultimate glint farming guide for Legacy Steel and Sorcery Season 2. Preferably with a rogue, so we're going to start with the rogue version first. First thing you're going to need is a crafting bench level 2. To get a crafting bench tier 1, you're going to need a bone hammer, which can be found from any crypt tomb or on skeletons in the world. You're going to need 5 birch heartwood, which can be made from birchwood logs in your sawmill. And to get tier 2 of the crafting bench, we're going to need an artisan's toolkit, lodge item locations appearing now. We're going to need a wood saw, which can be found in goblin shacks around the world on shelves usually. They can also be crafted with a craft bench tier 2. We're going to need 5 oak heartwood, which can be made from 10 oak wood logs. We're going to need 3 glint dust, which can be purchased from the goblin treasurer for 300 glint each. We're going to need 5 iron nails. Nails can be crafted at your crafting bench. Nails cost 3 iron bars and 1 bone hammer for 5 iron nails. The wood saw cost is 2 iron bars, 1 oak heartwood, and 1 bone hammer. You're good to go. Now, that being said, once you have your items and your crafting bench is tier 2, we're now able to craft lockpicks. Lockpick is a class-specific tool to the rogue, and it looks like this. Lockpicks are a tool belts item, so we're going to drag it on our tool belt now. And they can be crafted with splintered bone and monstrous dark rune. Splintered bone can be found on any skeleton in the world. They are abundant everywhere. And monstrous dark runes are most specifically found on elite enemies, particularly the red ones. They will drop the most monstrous dark runes for you. So with 1 splintered bone and 1 monstrous dark rune, you will have yourself 1 lockpick. 1 lockpick will get you access to 1 skull key, tomb, or chest. And with that being said, let's get into the run. Alright, so here we spawned at the south side of the map here, and we are looking to get to the Stonefield Chapel behind the Wraith. So behind the Wraith there's a couple of chests in there that can be accessed. If enemies have their backs turned, they can't see what you're doing and usually won't notice you, but Rogue with the stealth can get in pretty easy and gain access to those juicy chests. So we've got the first one here. We get a couple of little bits of glint there, nothing too fancy. And you can see on that chest there, it requires a skull key. So that is the very first chest of ours that requires a lockpick. You can see that we are now at 14 lockpicks instead of 15 on the right side with the tool belt. And moving on, we want to get to the cemetery and we want to get to the Lightbearer's Keep or Red Key Tower. And inside there, that's where the most loot is. So we're going to make our way there now. Trying to stay as invisible as possible. Without all our tools, Rogue is just not the strongest. I don't really want to expend all my poison darts, so I keep some on my tool belt, at the very least, in case we do have to fight somebody. But I don't recommend it. Rogues pretty much need to reset. Not in all cases, but most cases I'll need to reset to do the job. So in this particular case, we're going to run. We're just going to hide. We're going to be stealthy and do our run that way. Now, there were some people on in this run. There were some hunters on. I did see a rogue as well. So we're just playing it safe. And now we're at cemetery. So at the back of the cemetery here, we've got the roaming elite mage, which is quite nice if you want to get some withered scrolls and some mage runes. Take that one out. But yeah, like I said, I like to stealth up and stay invisible for these runs, and we are pretty consistent with that throughout the run. So yeah, here's the very first gold key tomb at the back here, and it's off to the side hidden away. So open that one up. And we just get some copper pitcher and a compass. Nothing real special there. A bit icky, really. That's not what you want. You want some better stuff. And I'm just being like super extra cautious here with the stealth. So I'm just waiting for a little bit of mana. And I was like, I remember thinking, like, what are you worried about? Like, I mean, do you really care? And it's like, well, not really. And I was thinking maybe I could jump on that roof and jump across. Maybe if it was better, I could have done that jump, but we failed that jump. But there are a few more of these these skulky tombs around at the front. I'll show you those in a second. Those two in the distance, the one on the left has a skulky tomb in it. We're going to hit that one now. And this one has a paladin shield, which is quite nice. And you can see we can get some mage scrolls in there too, if you run low on those. Wizard, I should say. And moving through this courtyard, you'll see that there is a skulky tomb in front of me, but I've overshot it. And then I remembered, oh yeah, that's right, it's right here. And so it's to the left of the courtyard. And then there's one also outside, directly down on the ground below it. So we're going to get that one too. This one here has a nice green piece of treasure for us. That's what we want to see. Paintings are the nicest ones. But green treasure is nothing to scoff at either. Pretty good. And now as we make our way through the archway, you can see that this giant cliff face is the Red Key Tower, or the Lightbearer's Keep. And we're going to make our way along this edge here. And this is high traffic, this place, so I like to be extra cautious when I'm going through here. If I'm doing a treasure run, you know? Like, I want to be super stealthy. Because the last thing you want to do is have your stuff robbed. And if people know you're doing one, they're more likely going to be waiting at extract, or they're going to gank you. So, yeah, play it safe. You can actually get up onto this ledge to the right and get in a little bit faster. But I choose to go through the front door. And I like to see if there's treasure goblins in those crates to my right normally, but I skip them this time. And this time I thought I'd try and sneak past this mage and get this chest, but he wakes up. And we get a couple nice pieces of green. It's lovely. And then inside this crypt room here, there's two more skulky chests or tombs, whatever you want to call them. I'd just call them tombs or graves or whatever, man. Works. It works. Then we make our way up the stairs here. And there is usually, depending if you're on mixed or solo, there's a elite red skeleton or a elite archer here. So we are on the mixed version of the map currently. And you can see we just passed a skull key tomb there. And we found a painting. Now that is the jackpot. That is the very best we can hope for. So paintings are top tier. And of course we take the money too. You can see 1,450 glint for that painting, which is huge. And then moving on into the very next room, right beside it, there's another skull key tomb, and another painting is inside that. So we toss some stuff and we make some room, get rid of that cloud stem. We're not here for that, we're here for glint. And so we stock up on it all. Now this run is looking like the best you could probably do. I mean, that's a super lucky run, and with that being said, I'm pretty sure I leave now. It looks like a good haul. Can't be any greedier than that. Just looking for a nice, faster way down this way on the cliff face here. You can kind of hug the wall here and take minimal damage. You kind of bounce a little bit, but if it wasn't for the fact that we have the double jump on the rogue, we probably would have taken even more damage. But that is the run. So I'm going to cut it here to extract, and I will just show you how much glint actually came from this haul. All right, now as you can see here, we got around 4,700 glint for about 7 minutes work in that run. So I don't want to hear like, oh, I got too much work, I worked too many hours or whatever. You can get glint, right? Now, if you are not a rogue, I do have a bunch of guides. If you check out my channel, go into my playlists. So ImVmad at YouTube playlists, and then I have the Legacy Steel and Sorcery guides. And inside these guides, I have the Treasure Room Key guide. And it's going to explain how to get fast treasure keys and get a lot of glint in that way. Which is this guide right here. So treasure key, room keys, and how to get them guide. I'll explain it all there. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the guide. Have a good day / night, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.